Have you ever accidentally found out that you were about to be fired? I worked as a graphic designer at a small marketing agency for 3 years. The company had about 15 employees, and I genuinely loved my job. I designed everything from business cards to billboard campaigns, and my boss Sarah always seemed happy with my work. She'd give me the challenging projects, and often mentioned how reliable I was. Last month, I was working late on a client presentation when I realized I'd left my external hard drive in the conference room. The building was mostly empty, just the cleaning crew and a few people finishing up projects. As I walked toward the conference room, I heard voices coming from Sarah's office. Her door was slightly open, and I could hear her talking to someone on speakerphone. I wasn't trying to listen in, but when I heard my name, I froze. Sarah was talking to the company owner, discussing budget cuts for the next quarter. "We need to let go of 2 team members," she was saying. "I'm thinking we let Jake go first. His work has been inconsistent lately." Then I heard something that made my blood run cold. "What about the other position?" the owner asked. Sarah paused for a moment before responding. "I think we should cut Marcus too. I know his work is good, but he's expensive. We're paying him senior designer wages, and honestly, we could hire 2 junior designers for what we pay him." The owner agreed immediately. "Smart thinking. When were you planning to do this?" Sarah replied. "I was thinking next Friday. Clean slate for the new quarter. I already have a couple of resumes from recent graduates who'd work for half his salary." I stood there in the hallway, completely stunned. They weren't firing me because I was bad at my job. They were firing me because I was too expensive. After 3 years of building their client relationships, working overtime without complaint, and consistently delivering quality work, they were ready to replace me with cheap labor. I quietly grabbed my hard drive and went back to my desk. The rest of that week was surreal. Every morning meeting, every casual conversation with Sarah, every great job comment felt like a lie. She was being so friendly and normal, knowing she planned to fire me in a few days. By Thursday, I'd made my decision. I spent my lunch break updating my portfolio and sending it to 3 competing agencies in town. One of them called me back within 2 hours. They'd been following my work through various campaigns and wanted to meet immediately. That afternoon, I had an interview at another company, the biggest one in the city. They offered me a position with a 40% salary increase and better benefits. I accepted on the spot. Friday morning, I walked into Sarah's office before she could call me in. "I'm giving my 2 weeks' notice," I said, handing her my resignation letter. The look of shock on her face was priceless. "But Marcus, we were just about to discuss your future here," she stammered. I smiled and replied, "My future is already decided. Another company made me an offer I couldn't refuse." 2 weeks later, I started my new job. Within a month, 3 major clients followed me to my new company after their contracts with my previous one expired. Sarah called me once, asking if I'd consider coming back for a significant raise, but it was too late. Sometimes the best career moves happen when you accidentally discover your real value.